What to expect during a sweat lodge ceremony. Title: What to expect during a sweat lodge ceremony. Introduction, approximately 100 words. A sweat lodge ceremony is a sacred and profoundly spiritual practice with deep roots in various indigenous cultures around the world. When participating in a sweat lodge, it is important to approach the experience with an open mind and a respectful attitude. This ancient ceremony offers participants an opportunity for physical, emotional, and spiritual purification through intense heat and deep introspection. Understanding the purpose, approximately 200 words. The sweat lodge ceremony is a powerful and deeply symbolic ritual that serves several purposes. It is often performed as a purification ritual, removing physical impurities through sweat and heat, symbolic of cleansing the body, mind, and spirit. Additionally, the ceremony can provide a space for spiritual renewal, healing, and personal transformation. Preparation rituals, approximately 300 words. Before entering the sweat lodge, participants must engage in certain preparation rituals. The sacredness of the ceremony is emphasized through fasting, meditation, prayer, and elaborate cleansing rituals, which may involve specific herbs or natural substances. These rituals serve to cultivate a sense of reverence and focus, as well as help prepare the mind and spirit for the intense experience within the sweat lodge. Ceremonial process, approximately 600 words. 1. Setting the intention. At the beginning of the ceremony, participants join together in setting a collective intention. This intention may vary depending on the purpose of the sweat lodge, but often encompasses healing, personal growth, gratitude, or seeking guidance. 2. Gathering and preparation. Participants, led by a ceremony facilitator, come together outside the sweat lodge to create an altar, gather sacred objects, and offer prayers. The facilitator may explain the significance of the sweat lodge and its historical context. Traditional songs and chants may also be shared to create a sacred atmosphere. 3. Entering the sweat lodge. Participants proceed to enter the sweat lodge, a small, dome-shaped structure made of natural materials like wood and covered with blankets or animal hides. The sweat lodge represents the womb of Mother Earth and is symbolic of rebirth. Participants sit in a circle around a central pit where heated rocks, known as grandfathers, are placed. 4. Rounds of sweat. Throughout the ceremony, the facilitator pours water onto the heated rocks, creating intense heat and steam. During each round, participants engage in prayers, songs, or reflective silence. The heat within the sweat lodge can be intense and challenging, triggering physical discomfort and encouraging self-reflection. 5. Ceremonial elements. Various ritual elements may be incorporated into the sweat lodge ceremony, depending on cultural traditions. This may include the passing of sacred objects, such as feathers or tobacco, to be blessed by each participant and then placed in the central pit. Participants may also share personal stories, visions, or intentions with the group, fostering a sense of community. 6. Conclusion and integration. Once all the rounds are completed, participants exit the sweat lodge, often accompanied by a closing prayer or song. This transitional phase allows for integration of the experiences and reflections gained within the sweat lodge. Benefits and considerations, approximately 200 words. Participating in a sweat lodge ceremony can have profound benefits on multiple levels. The experience can foster a sense of community and connectedness with fellow participants, creating space for support and healing. However, it is essential to approach sweat lodge ceremonies with respect, understanding, and sensitivity to cultural appropriation. Seek out experienced and knowledgeable ceremony leaders who honor the cultural roots of the practice and approach it with reverence and humility. History and cultural significance, approximately 400 words. The sweat lodge ceremony has a rich history and holds significant cultural importance in indigenous communities. The practice can be traced back thousands of years and is found in various forms across different indigenous cultures worldwide. It is often seen as a way to honor the earth and the natural elements, as well as a means of connecting with ancestral spirits and the divine. In Native American traditions, sweat lodges are commonly used in ceremonies, such as vision quests, healing rituals, and rites of passage. For example, the Lakota people refer to the sweat lodge as an ipi, which means to live again. During the ceremony, individuals undergo a symbolic death and rebirth process, emerging renewed and spiritually cleansed. In Mesoamerican cultures, the sweat lodge is known as a temescal. It holds similar significance as a place of spiritual purification and transformation. The temescal ceremony is often associated with the Mayan and Aztec civilizations and continues to be practiced in indigenous communities in Mexico and Central America. It is crucial to acknowledge and respect the indigenous origins of the sweat lodge ceremony. The practice carries deep cultural and spiritual meaning for these communities, and it is important to honor their traditions, teachings, and protocols when engaging in sweat lodge ceremonies.